Welcome to Quick MCAT Lessons, where I try to explain MCAT topics in 10 minutes or less. Today, we're going to talk about blood types. So blood type is determined by antigens present on the surface of red blood cells. An antigen is a specific target to which the immune system can react to. There are two major antigen systems, the ABO system and the Rh factor. In the ABO system, there are three alleles, A, B, and O. A and B are codominant, which means that if there is an A allele on one chromosome and B allele on the other chromosome, then both will be expressed giving AB. But O is recessive to both A and B and does not express any antigens. And so the ABO antigens, you can have type A, which is the A antigen on the red blood cells, and you have anti-B antibodies. You can have type B, which is the B antigen on red blood cells, and the anti-A antibodies. Or you could have type AB, which is you have your A and B antigens, and you have no antibodies. These are universal recipients. You can also have type O, which has no antigens, but it has both anti-A and anti-B antibodies. So it can't receive blood from most, but it can donate. It's a universal donor. And you should know that antibodies are preformed in the ABO system, so you don't need any prior sensitization. If we do an example, if your parents' genotypes are AO and BO, which means one parent has A blood type and another parent has B blood type, with O and O, but O's are recessive, then the possible offspring could be AB, AO, BO, or OO. And only when you have OO would you have type O blood. If you have BO, then you would be type B blood, and AO would be type A blood, and then AB would of course be type AB blood. Moving on to the Rh factor. It's called the Rh factor because it was first found in rhesus monkeys. This refers to the D antigen. So if you have this antigen, the D antigen, then you are said to be Rh positive. And if you do not have the D antigen, then you are Rh negative. Rh positive is dominant over Rh negative. But unlike ABO, anti-Rh antibodies are not preformed. They are only made after exposure to Rh positive blood. This is similar to if you have never been exposed to Ebola, you wouldn't have anti-Ebola antibodies. The only reason that AB blood types have anti-B and anti-A antibodies is because E. coli in the gut has proteins that match the A and B alleles, and this serves as a source of exposure creating those antibodies. Let's talk about the hemolytic disease of the newborn, and this occurs when an Rh negative mother has an Rh positive fetus. During delivery, the fetal red blood cells enter the mother's bloodstream. She starts to produce anti-Rh antibodies due to exposure, and in this pregnancy it's okay, but in the next pregnancy, these antibodies can cross the placenta and attack an Rh positive fetus. This is called erythroblastosis fetalis, and it can be fatal. To prevent this, D-immunoglobulin is given during and after the pregnancy, and this absorbs the fetus's Rh positive cells and prevents anti-Rh antibodies formation by the mother. And just to finish off with a recap on who can donate to who, if you have a negative, which means you don't have the Rh allele, then you can donate to both ones who have the Rh and don't. So for example, if you are O negative, then you can donate to every single blood type. But if you are O positive, then you can only donate to O positive, A positive, B positive, and AB positive. On the other hand, if you are AB positive, you can receive blood from every single blood type. But if you are AB negative, you can only receive blood from O negative, A negative, B negative, and AB negative. If you have A or B blood type, then you can only donate to A or B or AB. If you have AB blood type, then you can only donate to AB. And if you have A or B blood type, you can only receive from A or B, and you can also receive from O. But then you have to keep in mind the Rh factor. And that's all I have for today. In the next episode, we'll go over the fetal cardiovascular system. We've already talked a lot about this, but we'll just do one episode to talk about all of it.